Hi guys, welcome. Scatlink here for a new Let's Play. It's been a little bit of a while since we've done a collectathon, so why not we do the collectathon that is revered by all. It's Banjo-Kazooie, everybody, on the Xbox 360. I'm not lying, I'm actually on the 360. I don't have an Xbox One, don't have an Xbox Series S or X, not even playing on the Xbox Game Pass, because when I did that on Undertale for the exclusives, yeah, that kind of, the visuals kind of bugged a little because it was being bottlenecked because I was doing it through the xCloud via, what's it called, the BlueStacks, that's it, the Android emulator. But we are actually on the Xbox 360 version, or the Xbox Live Arcade version. It's the same on all systems. So let's press start to get out of the title screen here, and we have the file select. We have 1080p 60 FPS, well, I say 60 FPS, the game kind of runs at 30 because that's what it used to run, but it is definitely widescreen as well. But some weird things is that we have leaderboards. I don't actually know what that's about. Okay, so it just, you can basically score yourself on everyone else's progress on the game, I guess. Your friends are not ranked on this leaderboard because I don't, you know, have many friends registered to this, and no one has Banjo-Kazooie on the Xbox 360, because anyone that I do know have it on the N64, which I do as well, but this has obviously got the better quality. So, we have achievements, though, which is interesting, so we're going to have to cover those. Get Jiggy, doesn't matter which two, just successfully collect 2 Jiggies, so that'll be pretty early on. Mumbo Jumbo, get yourself transformed for the first time, that's magic. I don't actually think that's required, so that's kind of a thing. Knock out Nipper, come out on top with Dust Nipper the Crab, watch out, he's called Nipper for a reason, he's an easy boss, so that's not going to be a problem. Free Clanker, very easy thing to do. So, I mean, we're going to go for 100% anyway, but we should get these along with. I think these achievements are the same across all consoles, because it's the same game, effectively, so... Chomp Chomp, no red, no less than 30 of them need chomping, enough said. Move Master, discover Master all moves, that's required. And Kazooie's, but nobody else's if you insist. Show me the honey, collect all 24 extra honeycomb pieces, every single one is character building. That increases your health, actually, but 6 of them you don't actually need to max out your health. Your health will already be maxed out. 6 from finish, so they give you an achievement for getting the last bunch. I think you also get a full health recovery when you get them all, so that's cool, I guess. Quizmaster, complete the Furnace Fun, win the Star Prize, been paying attention, that's kind of required to beat the game. Ginginated, fear the Ginginator, if you're a witch, that is, the Ginginator lays the smackdown on witches. Jigsaw Maker, bet you thought Jigsaws were boring, Bottle disagrees, and he has 7 of them to be solved, that's a secret, we'll get those at some point. Cheating Cheeto, bump into Grunty's disowned spellbook 3 times, it hops around the place, dishing out cheats. I think that's just messing about, you don't actually need to do that for anything, so we've got to remember to do that when we find Cheeto. Music Maestro, there were 900 musical notes out there in the world of Banjo-Kazooie, real gamers collect them all. We'll get into notes later, because that's a major change from the N64 version to this version. So let's get out of this menu. I always get A and B mixed up, because it's an Xbox controller. Help and options, we might as well check those out. How to play, controls, settings. Settings is definitely what I want. So, music volume, sound effects, you know what, I'm fine with that, because music always overpowers me. Sound effects can be funny, so we want those higher. That's actually good balancing, because for people who want to actually record Banjo-Kazooie and be funny, tear of grace. Why have you not done Banjo-Kazooie yet? You always use the music for it. You can turn the music off, because this was originally a Nintendo game. You gotta remember that. But yeah, so controls, because obviously it's not a general N64 controller, this is the new controllers. You've got the camera, but you've also got different buttons. I think the camera analog stick doubles as the C stick, which you would expect. So that's kind of a thing. So hopefully that won't mess me up, because I haven't actually played this version, because achievements are a thing. I think there are also unlockables. Can I access the menu quick? Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Yeah, just tap it. Okay. Awards, that's what I want to look at. No, doesn't this game not give you stuff when you achieve certain achievements? I'm pretty sure you can get, like, avatars and stuff when you complete certain things. I can't seem to find them. But, regardless, oh, I need to get out of the menu before I can actually choose a bloody file. Because I need to play the game. So that is something that we should probably do. Now we're basically back into the normal Banjo-Kazooie experience, aside from the usual changes. So, we've got Game 1, where Banjo's sleeping, we got him cooking as Fun 2, and playing a Game Boy! That's pretty cool. They didn't change that, but that's just nodding to the fact that it was originally on an N64 console, so, or with Nintendo. And, you know, everybody chooses this, so we're gonna not choose that, actually. We're gonna choose the bed, because sometimes when we choose the file, something crazy can happen. And it didn't happen. Oh well. And we got autosave, so that's fun. The original game had autosaving as well, but you could choose save and quit in the menu at any time. If you remember what we went through with Donkey Kong 64, they made this first and took inspiration from it. There's also a lot of history with this game, which we'll probably get through. Ding pot by the bench. Who is the nicest looking wench? Why, it's Grunty any day. She takes my breath away. Yes, you're right. I'm rather proud. My looks stand me out from the crowd. Teddy bears having their picnic in the background there. No, but there is this girl. What do you mean? This cannot be. There's no one prettier than me. Why, it's Tooty, young and small. She's the prettiest girl of all. What, are you the magic mirror? No, you must be mad. Nicer beauty can't be had. What, a little bear has better beauty than anyone in the world? Unfortunately, I think you'll find it's Tooty. She's cute and kind. Stop that, please. It hangs a bit because it's slightly faster than the original hardware. Well, we'll see about that. It hangs because, you know, the original hardware can drop frames occasionally because it's the N64 and almost every game was pushing it to its limit. Kind of funny that. But at least it makes the intros do play properly. Which is something I didn't do in the sequel. Hi there, Tooty. What are you going to do today? When my big lazy brother wakes up, we're going on an adventure. Wake up! I want to go on an adventure too! If Tooty thinks she's fairer than me, I'll steal her looks and ugly shall be. Is that your brother? Where, Mr. Mole? I can't see him. Up there in the sky. Why would he be in the sky? I don't think so. Who is that? To be fair, later on in the game it could make sense. Come to me, my little pretty. You'll soon be ugly. What a pity. Let me go, you ugly old hag. Don't scratch and bite, my little bear. You'll soon need bigger underwear. That's just rude. Oh no, she's got her. Somebody, help. Banjo, wake up! Now! Oh, what do you want, Kazooie? Oh.
Let's get outside! There's trouble! Ah! Ow!
Okay, major change already. There was no biffs and bashes coming through the window. I noticed. Very minor, but yeah, that's a little bit of a thing. A little bit of an omission that we just lost. We're going straight back into the house before we do anything. Because even during that cutscene, there was already something that has actually got some history with this game. Problem is, can't turn the camera in here. So, can I go first person, please? What's the button? It's X. Okay. No, it's Y, excuse me. That's helpful. We got a picture here. And I don't think this is anywhere except for maybe one of the latest levels in the game, but in the original, and I'll probably overlay it. Maybe it's due to the resolution or something, but it reminds me of the history on the development of Banjo-Kazooie. And it was supposed to be called Project Dreams. Well, during its beta at least. It used to be like this isometric, like, adventure game sort of thing on a path, where you're like this big burly dude with a sword going through a jungle. But then they changed it to like, well, Banjo, a bear, and he was doing like parkour jumps in like a 2.5D kind of adventure sort of thing, gathering fruit, and then it kind of evolved into this game. Complete new IP, and it was a completely different game starting off. Just thought I'd mention that. The other pictures though, well, we got Tooty, we got Banjo and Kazooie, we got Bottles, which we'll talk to, he was the dude outside, and we also have the second level in the game here, actually, just here. So we'll get into that later as well. But other than that, I don't think there's anything else that we can do in here at the moment, so let's just leave. But yeah, there was a little bit of history in that very cutscene that I wanted to get to immediately. I like how he makes that noise when he comes out, but his voice is completely different. Listen up, I'm Bottles, the short-sighted mole. I'm Banjo, and this here's my buddy Kazooie. Sure, is a strange-looking buddy, Banjo. Can he talk?
Better than you can, Goggle Boy!
What was that all that noise about? Where's my sister, Tooty? The ugly witch, Gruntilda, swooped down out of the sky and grabbed her.
Calm down, Geeky. We'll get her back. Where did she go?
She flew up to her mountain lair. It's really dangerous. So you'll probably need some training before you go up there. Press A if you want me to teach you some basic moves, or press B if you think you're already good enough. I know what to do, but I'm also on the original. I'm playing with a new controller. Technically playing this version is blind, but I am going to talk anyway, even if I was playing on the 64 version, because of the banter. And we don't want to miss out with the banter. We'd like some help, Bottles. What do we do? Explore this area and look out for my molehills. Stand next to them and press X to call me. See you soon. Would you believe that the runaway guys, namely Chugga Conroy, Emil, one of my inspirations for making my channel, has only recently just started playing this game? Right before I started. I was planning to do this ages ago, and there was like no plans for the runaway guys to do it. They just kind of did it, and I'm actually a little bit annoyed. Because, I mean, Emil actually gave his spiel that he didn't know what to do with the molehills when he did accept, but it actually tells you. Because, like, A and B, he was pressing B when he's supposed to press A. Bottles tells you what to do to check the molehills. So, because I'm pressing A right now, that ain't working. Pressing B right now, that ain't working. I was told to press X. I'm sorry, mate. I just had to call you out on that one. Hello again. Let's start with the camera controls. I need to hold A to speed it up a little.
Geez, that's nothing special.
Try this then, Beaky. Tap the right or left bumper to move the camera behind Banjo.
Is that all, Worm Breath?
No, hold the right or left bumper to keep the camera behind your feathery butt. Try it out. I'll see you at the next molehill. So yeah, we got camera controls, it moves. Actually, it's smoother in this one because you got analog input. Yep, it even affects from how much you push. Obviously in the N64 version you would have buttons, so you would probably move it in increments like this. That's me doing that. But I can easily and smoothly do that. Or I can, you know, center the camera behind me by holding one of the bumpers like that. So, it's pretty cool. I keep trying to press B because they mix B and A together. Bloody Xbox. Let's go over here, because there's some collectibles we can go grab here. Your jump could do with some help.
Pah! What do moles know about jumping?
More than you. Press A to jump, and hold it to jump higher. The usual. Come on, Feathers. You can give him a hand.
Why? I look silly. I know it.
Jump, then press A again in the air for a double jump. It's more of a little flutter than anything else, but it works.
That's it. We're ready to move on.
Not until you learn this one. First, you must stand like this.
What? Wearing ridiculous glasses and a silly grin?
I'm not listening. Hold the right or left trigger, then press A for the mighty flap flip jump. So one of the triggers, and flip. Get some sweet airtime. That's all the jumps. Keep practicing. And we can use these techniques to, well, practice around here and realise that there are some ledges that we just cannot make. But we can just flip up because we've got ground. And that is one of our first out of 10 honeycomb. 6 honeycombs, excuse me.
I'm an extra honeycomb piece. Collect 6 of us to increase your energy bar.
So that's a thing that I want to bring up. If I click... can I press Y for it? No. Is there not a way I can bring it up while playing? Select, maybe? Nope. Okay, I have to pause. Alright, so, getting into the HUD here. We have our collectible, well, our immediate collectibles on the right-hand side. Above, we have 5 hits worth of honeycombs. And we can extend that life meter. But right now, we can only take 5 hits before we die. This is a 3D collectathon platformer with lives. Thank God that they started phasing that out in collectathon platformers. Yeah, one of the things that shouldn't really exist in Banjo-Kazooie is the life thing. Does make it a challenge, but at the same time, it just basically boots you out of the game, and then you would just be back at the your latest hub start here, or the next area that we're going to, and those are the only 2 starting points. Yeah, we also have 3 lives. Every time you reboot the game, you'll have 3 lives, so... And if you're in the N64 version, especially in a main level, you don't want to die, just saying. If we go to View Totals... That was the wrong button. I'm going to get B and A mixed up a lot. I'm a Nintendo player, honestly. As well as... I got to remember, it's like PlayStation. That'll probably make my brain work better. Spiral Mountain. One of the famous starting tutorial worlds in video game history. 6 honeycombs. And they're basically our rewards for completing these tutorials. So it's well worth our time. If you skip it, or you don't want to do... Well, if you skip the tutorials altogether by pressing B on the first molehill, right after you walk out of Banjo's house, you can just go straight to where you need to go. But if you don't, you have to do them. Well, only the molehills. You still don't have to grab the honeycombs if you don't want to. Spiral Mountain is completely skippable. And we still have achievements to leaderboards, because obviously this is the Xbox version. I was about to say N64 version, then that wouldn't be correct. Wouldn't mind the camera to be on one of the other, on the other trigger, honestly, because like they make the bumpers, and the triggers the Z button. Fancy learning to swim underwater? Oh, sounds difficult, and I'll get my fur wet.
Come on, Banjo, I want to swim. Spill the beans, Specky.
Use the left stick to swim on the surface. To swim underwater, press X to dive. Come on, give it a try. So now we're able to dive. The thing is, just like in Donkey Kong 64, if you don't do the tutorials, you don't unlock the very basic moves. And this is the main method on learning moves in this game. So we're able to paddle, and now we found a honeycomb underwater, which is your incentive to actually practice diving. Problem is, it's not Donkey Kong 64, because we've got an air meter. While underwater, Banjo can press A to kick his legs for a slow swim, and the Winged Wonder can press X to use her wings. So the X button's pretty much our B button for this, which I guess is Y on a Switch controller. I really am going to have to cross-wire my brain, haven't I? I think in the sequel, if you mash both of them after you learn how to do it, you can swim super fast. But yeah, that's basically the water tutorial. And as a bear, you'd think that we could climb trees, but I've been trying to and it ain't bloody working. Oh well. Ironically enough, there's no tutorial for this particular area. We can just use our jumps to grab this one, so this is more of a freebie. However, we do get a different kind of tutorial that's only for Banjo-Kazooie. Secret behind the waterfall, we get an extra life!
Look out for me, I'm an extra life.
I don't know if they fully heal you if you're weak. So that's probably something you want to keep an eye on. This music's too catchy. Hey, Banjo. I hope you're not afraid of heights.
I'm not. Tell me about flying, Root Muncher.
Not yet. Banjo, jump onto a tree, then use the left stick to climb up or down. I know I normally like, when I'm doing games, try to keep it in universe, but this game breaks the fourth wall, so I'm just sticking with the controls that they tell you. You'll find plenty of other things to climb. So now that we can climb, we can get that honeycomb on top of that tree over there, because since that's the closest one, that leads you to having a better view on grabbing this, which you can reach with a normal jump if you just hold the jump button, so you don't even need a flip-flap. Yeah, they give you silly names for certain things. So we want to keep making our way round Spiral Mountain over here. Do. These boulders have eyes. My big barge attack needs the help of an old chicken legs.
At least I've got some leg short stuff.
Hold the right or left trigger, then press X for a powerful beaky barge. Funnily enough, I feel like you're actually supposed to get this after the next one, but I'm going clockwise.
I'm trying this move out on you next, Jam Jars.
That's not my name, that's actually the name of one of my family members. Rude. No joke, it actually is. I'm kind of half spoiling Banjo-Tooie. But there's another game before we actually get to that, funnily enough. Even though it came out after. Chronologically, it did come out before. So, I don't know. Weird. But yeah, maybe I should have went counterclockwise, but I always go clockwise because, like, the first things you see is that, and you would like to, you know how to jump. Although you can technically do normal jumps already, the other jumps aren't available until you do that tutorial. If you agree to do tutorials, as I mentioned before. Otherwise, you just have everything unlocked, you gotta figure it out. Banjo, it's time for you to learn the claw swipe attack. What is it? I must know. Simply press X when standing still or moving slowly. Sounds good. What can I try it out on? Well, how about Bird Brain?
Just try it, Bottle Boy.
Well, he's not the one attacking you, it'll be Banjo. Only kidding. Let me find something with a challenge. Ah, there's Topper. Whack him, Banjo. Alright, we're going to spoil Banjo-Tooie again. The claw swipe attack, you just press X from a standstill. That is completely swapped out in... well, like, not even swapped out, it's completely phased out for a ground version of an attack we'll get later. Wow, nice one. Try another.
Hey, I want some moves.
Thankfully, these guys can't hurt you, and he's spawned right on top of me. The thing is, you've got to be at a standstill and make sure the enemy is basically on top of you in order to hit them with this attack. It is so useless. Clearly, it's here just for basics. Now try my forward roll.
I want to learn to fly now.
Roll by running and pressing X. I'll see if I can find ball for you to practice on. Yeah, you're never going to use the swipe. You're going to use this, because you move, you have more range, and you'll probably hit them a lot more often. You also, like, get a slight speed boost, but massive ending lag. Bullseye, one more.
Stop rolling! I feel sick!
Problem is, with me and Kazooie, as well as, Grunty, I've got the same voice, almost.
It better be a good one, Squinty!
Try the rat-a-tat-rap by jumping and pressing X in the air. Now, where's Collywobble? Wobbly-wobble, more like. Yep, floating cauliflower. Once again, they do not hurt you. Now, the rat-a-tat-rap. You basically jump, and then you press X. And you do like a 3-hit combo. You get a decent amount of airtime with it as well. Not bad, Featherface.
Give me another, Bug Eyes.
So in Banjo-Tooie, the bear swipe is kind of replaced with a ground version of the rat-a-tat-rap because it has slightly better range and it's actually better. That's it, you've learned all the basic moves. Meet me at the top of Spiral Mountain and I will tell you what to do next. After we grab this. And now we have an extra honeycomb piece. We have a honey container, I guess. So yes, if we grab 6 of them, we can increase our life meter, which is pretty pog. But that's it. That's basically everything in Spiral Mountain. We just need to make our way up the mountain now. So we need to go back over this way, take the bridge, because there's no way on us making that jump. We can't grab ledges, just so you know. So if you're going to make a jump, make sure that you can actually make it and not barely. Because, yeah, you can't grab ledges for that usual safety that you might expect. Because even Donkey Kong 64 had that. But again, that came out after this game, so I guess they really wanted you to perfect your platforming skills in a 3D collectathon platformer. Well done, guys. You're ready to tackle the witch now.
We sure are. Show me the way, Bottle Boy.
I mean, it's kind of obvious. Her lair is her face. I fixed the bridge so you can cross it and enter Gruntilda's lair. Thanks, Bottles. Look out for me inside. Good luck. That's it. That's Spiral Mountain. Let's have a little look before we move on, because we're not going to really come back to this area. Maybe once. We'll find a good time to do it. But for now, onwards. Because the only thing that we can do here now, we can't actually do until later.
This fine contraption, so I'm told, will make me young and Tooty old.
Let me go, you fat hag. My brother will come and kick your butt.
Rescue you he will not dare, there's many dangers in my lair. Hurry, Klongo, push that switch. I'm tired of being an ugly witch.
Yes, Mr. Grunty. Power is on, soon to be ready.
Banjo! Help!
There he is, the fun begins. My tricks and traps, we'll see who wins.
Welcome to Grunty's lair. So what can we do? Let's see if we can get up here. Well, that didn't work out well. I think you can actually trick this out if you're really good, but it's very tight. I don't think it's actually possible in the 360 version because, you know, constant 30. Oh, there's a shiny!
Hey, it's me, Mr. Jiggy. Now go find a picture with a piece missing.
These things are called Jiggies. One of the most famous collectibles in video game history. Basically, well, since we did Donkey Kong 64 first, our golden bananas of the game, our power stars. We need these in order to actually progress, open levels, just basically make general progress. And if we go over here, we have a new area. Got a door. That didn't work. This is the first world, Mumbo's Mountain. To open the door, you'll need to find the jigsaw picture with an image of this area on it. Have a look around. It can't be far away. Can we get on top? That is not possible. The big barge doesn't open up the door. It's like our moves that we just learned seem useless right now. That's because, as I said, we need jiggies, and we just grabbed one and this picture's missing one. You found a jigsaw picture. Stand on the jigsaw-shaped podium, and I'll explain what you have to do next. To enter the world shown on the picture, you must fill in the missing spaces with the jigsaw pieces.
We've got the first jigsaw piece, little boy.
Great! To fill in the missing spaces on a picture, press A. If you don't want to use any jigsaw pieces, press B to leave.
Hey, Banjo, you're looking glum. It must be hard being so dumb.
The banter is ridiculous. If there's multiple holes and you just want to enter immediately, I think you can press the X button. I think that's the button to autofill. But we only have the one, so let's just pop that in there. That's it. The picture's complete. And the door to Mumbo's Mountain has opened.
That was such an easy fit. The others may just test your wit.
And the music now changes. Dynamic music. A staple by Grant Kirkhope. You know, He did the music for Donkey Kong 64, similar sound font. He even did the Hub World music for Hat in Time, but it's excluded on the OST because Grant Kirkhope said no. I don't understand why, but... Now, if I am to go into my inventory, you see that we no longer have Jiggy. They actually do get used when we have to use them. They don't stay on inventory. However, if you do check your totals, which, by the way, Grunty's Lair has 10 of them, we still have them registered as collected. So, don't worry if you are running low. If you've collected them, you have collected them. But, we're going to be starting Mumbo's Mountain in the next episode. So... I would say, see you guys then, if I want to say in the N64 version you have a save and quit option. Normally you would click that if you're about to end. Obviously, the game auto-saves on the Xbox versions. And it does on the N64 version as well, but you know, you might want to click save game just to have that peace of mind. The problem is, once you've entered Grunty's Lair and you click save and quit, you get a game over screen. So, I'm actually going to choose that, because if you just give up right now, that's what you get. I'm not going to show it any more times, but... I'm gonna do it now, because it's actually kind of funny.
Are you sure about that?
Thank you for making me feel spooked.
Banjo's game ends in my tower. Turn it up, I need full power.
Yes, your grunty ship. Transformation soon be complete.
Help me, Banjo, I feel funny.
Bear and bird finished, Grunty wins. This is kinda creepy. Look at Grunty, she's a beauty. I'm much prettier than Tooty. Oh, you are, mistress. Who the hell is this dude? Grunty nice, come back to Mumbo's skull, yes. That's Mumbo? Traitor, we haven't even met him yet.
Banjo, your sister wants a word with you. Now.
We do not want this happening. So, in the next episode, guys, we're entering Mumbo's Mountain and preventing that guy from proposing to a beautiful Grunty. See you guys then.